Y'all, we have finally got our hands on the Kimber comps. Oh, I'm very excited about this video because if you know Summer loves a good comp gun. And since I've been running my 2K11 Pro non-comp, I wanted to figure out how does the comp shoot. So shout out to the humble marksman. He let me borrow both of his comp Kimbers to review today and show you guys. You guys been asking, so we got it in front of us today. We are going to shoot both of them and see which one I like. Before I make the decision on the SIG P211, I had to give these a try. I didn't want to not give these a try and then just go with the SIG P211 only because I, been shooting it well, love it, whatever. I still wanted to give these a try, and so we are giving it a try today. Make sure you stick around a couple days from now for the next video because I'm going to compare this 5-inch Kimber comp to the SIG P211 that's comp. We're gonna do a comparison on that, and then I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about it. All right, so let's talk about them just a few minutes. I don't want to take up too much of your time going through the logistics because obviously you can research all this on your own on Google. There's a ton of people out there with videos like the Humble Marksman that goes into detail on these firearms. I'm here to show you how they shoot. So very quick, this is the 4 1/4 Kimber comp. This is the 5-inch. So this is the 2K11 Pro comp, and this is the 2K11 comp. That's how you distinguish between the two. Does have the stainless steel finishes on both. This is like that silver and black. This is that all black. I really like this one, the way it looks. Looks really good. Again, they both have those huge port chunks, and the barrels are also ported and have a huge chunk in them as well. Triggers about 3 to 4 pounds. They do have these nice carbon fiber. They call it carbon fiber, I believe. Grips on here. They feel really, really good on both of them, actually. Y'all know how I am about grip safeties on 2011s. These are perfect. I mean, it's just like the 2K11 Pro. I have no issues with it hurting the whip of my hand. Ambidextrous safeties. Good slide serrations on both. This one right here is buttery smooth. That right there, that feels like the P211, and it feels like that Staccato XL. How good you can move that slide. This one is a little bit stiffer, but it's still moving really, really smooth and buttery. I really do like these mag wheels. Take a look at that big chunk of a mag wheel down there. That's what it looks like. Love it, love it, love it. I just can't wait to shoot it. External extractors. It comes optics ready. You can change out your front sights on here. They do come in the packaging when you first buy the gun with different optic front sights that you can change it out to be. When you do put an optic on here, you are going to lose your rear sight, so just keep that in mind. The Humble Marksman has I believe this is the Solid Chameleon on here, which is kind of like a replica or a look-alike of the Trijicon SRO. Looking through this, it looks kind of like that Romeo, the SIG Romeo 3 Max. However, that SIG Romeo 3 Max optic is I think it's a little bit bigger and a little bit clearer. This one still looks really good, and it's a little bit, yeah, it's just a little bit, the window is not as crystal clear as the Romeo 3. On the 4 1/4, he has the Solid Wolf in the green dot on here. Now that green dot, it looks good. I'm a green dot fan. I don't know, for some reason, green dot just, my eye can see that dot a little bit better than the red dot. And I know there's some science and stuff behind that, but let's just shoot it. At this point, I don't think there's nothing else to say about it. If you want to know anything else, just go to Kimber's website, look it up, and figure it out there. Only 100 rounds today, y'all. I know, only 100 rounds. However, we're gonna make the best of it. So we're gonna go with the one that I have the best feel for, which is the 4 1/4. Got 10 rounds in here, and oh my goodness. We are back here at Texas Legends as well. Texas Legends Gun Range here in Allen, Texas. Shout out to them for allowing me to come in and just test some of their guns. These are not theirs, but the P211 that I'm gonna show you in my next video is. If you wanna shoot it, I suggest you come out here and get your hands on that one. They also have in the Gen 6 Glock 17. Y'all need to check that out. Very, very nice gun. Love the upgrades and everything that Glock did there. So here we go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need to shoot that again because I am here. I felt a lot of combustion, so I was focused more on the punch that I feel just being right here in this area. So I'm gonna shoot that one again. But it was good. Let me show y'all what my target is looking like. Okay, so that's where my shots hit at. I'm a little left, so it could be me, could be the dot. Might need to be adjusted a little bit to the right, but for the most part, the grouping is great, and I was at 10 yards. So you can't beat that. All right, let's go with the 5-inch. And I'm gonna go headshot, that way we can tell the difference between the two. All right, here we go. That one shot a little bit. I mean, it's got the extra 3¼ inch on it from the 4¼ so obviously it shot a little bit better. But they both, like the return to zero on both of them, and I don't know if y'all can tell, maybe I'll give y'all a different angle. The return to zero on both literally dropped right there. However, let's take a look at the target and look at my groupings from the 5-inch to the 4¼ Okay, so at 10 yards, the headshots were the 5-inch rounds, the rounds that came out of the 5-inch Kimber. And then, as I mentioned before, the body shots was from the 4¼ So as you can tell, the groupings were a whole lot better with that 4¼ I've mentioned this before that I really do like 4¼ guns. However, I'm gonna get a little bit better velocity with that 5-inch gun, or a variant of a 5-inch. So the P211 is not a 5-inch barrel. It's like 4 and some change, but the comp on there makes it shoot and feel like a 5-inch gun. So I have loved the P211 in that configuration, which is literally like the size of this. So they both shot great. I don't know, if I remember correctly though, even in shooting the P211, that one shoots smoother than this. I will say that. And I'm gonna do a comparison on the next video, but I do believe the P211 shoots smoother than this. I like it still though. I love the comp. The comp is doing what it's supposed to do. Does have a tubeless guide rod. Failed to mention that tubeless guide rod on both. But let's load back up and let's take some more shots. All right, let's go with the 4¼ again. I'm gonna still aim at the body. Oh, I love that. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I have that feel for the 4¼ already with my 2K11 Pro non-comp. I just think I naturally float towards the 4¼ But let's go with the 5-inch again. Okay, we're going for the headshots again. Oh, that one was even better. Goodness. They shoot very similar. I will say that. They shoot very similar. This is a hard decision, to be honest. This is a very, very hard decision on what I would go with. Man. Here's the comparison, as you can see. And without putting it elsewhere, they are the same in height and everything else. Just the barrel length and slide length are the difference. Same everything else. Minor differences here and there, but for the most part, as far as the shoot, it's hard. That's a hard decision. Let's go one-handed, because y'all know I have to do that in IDPA. Sometimes we have to go one-handed. Sometimes we have to go weak hand. So let's go with 5 shots right here with the 4 1/4. Oh my goodness, that shoots very good. Let me give y'all a different angle with the 5-inch. All right, 5-inch. Here we go. You just really can't help yourself. I really tried to go slow, but you really can't help yourself when pulling the trigger, because once you pull the trigger, it's right back there, right to where you want to aim at. And I'll show y'all the target. I'm still on target. The guns are accurate. At this point, I can just stop the video, to be honest. These are 10 out of 10. Like, Kimber did this. Kimber really did this. They put ports in their 2K11. And that has elevated the experience of shooting a Kimber 2K11. So if you're thinking about getting a 2K11 Pro, go for the comp version. Now, if you're shooting in competition, you know, it just depends. Like, you have to kind of like figure out what you're gonna do there, because in USPSA, this is gonna put you in the open. However, in IDPA, you're not gonna be in the open with this. You're not gonna be in a different class than carry optics. If you put an optic on there, you'll be in carry optics. You'll just be competing against people that has 2011s usually. But if you're going USPSA, I don't recommend. I say go with the 2K11 Pro, which is what I'm going to start doing now, is shoot my 2K11 Pro in USPSA, so that I'm shooting in limited optics, I believe, and then I'll shoot the comp version in IDPA. That's another reason why I'm trying to test these out, is because I honestly don't want to have a different platform for the different competitions that I'm doing. So if I want to shoot the 2K11 Pro, I'm either going to shoot that in IDPA and USPSA or not. So that's kind of why I'm out here, you know, just trying to figure out what these Kimbers are doing, so that I can run this in IDPA and run my other one in USPSA. Still got the same platform, it's just that this one's gonna have a comp. Hope that makes sense, but that's kind of where my thought process is right now. I don't think it would do me any justice to shoot the SIG P211 in IDPA, but then have to change to something else in USPSA. I do understand that if I want to shoot in USPSA, I could change out the comp and put the sight block on there. That way I'm shooting in like limited optics or something. However, I'm not sure that I want to shoot in IDPA and then go to USPSA and have to change the sight block every time. I have decisions to make, guys. Lots of decisions to be made here. But one decision that I'm about to make right now is to keep shooting these 2K11 comp guns by Kimber. I don't know. I'm really stuck with which one to go with, to be honest. I don't know. 4 1/4 is a sweet spot for me. That 5-inch does shoot smooth though. The other thing is I have a IDPA match tonight, and I'm gonna shoot one of these, or I might shoot both of them. I was thinking about this. Maybe I shoot one of, so there's 6 stages tonight. Maybe I shoot the 4 1/4 for the first 3 stages, and then shoot the 5-inch for the last 3 stages. I don't know, that makes sense to me. That way I can shoot them both tonight, to kind of get a feel for how they would shoot in competition. Y'all let me know if that makes sense. Okay, I got 10 in each. Oh, let me show y'all the target real quick. Let's empty that. Let me show you the target. All right, so we're still in the same spot at 10 yards. We have now gone through, I believe, 50 rounds. So about, 10, 20 rounds, somewhere around 20 rounds a piece, about 25 rounds a piece. And we still in there, y'all. All right, Let's go with double taps, because normally I have to do that in competition. So let me straighten y'all up. There we go. Let's see what it's like to pull it and what the follow-up shots are looking like. Normally when I pull the first shot, I usually have to get one shot on, and then I can start like double tapping. So we'll see. So yeah, I had to get that first shot, and then I can roll into double tapping. I dropped 2, which is fine. I did feel that time with the 4 1/4 that pulling, first of all, the trigger is very, very nice. Let me show y'all. 4 1/4. Okay. And then, oh, if you blink, you probably missed it. Let me show y'all the 5-inch. Okay, so very minimum take up. Pull the trigger. Whew. The follow-up shots, the trigger was very nice. Okay, let's go 5-inch. All right, first shot. That one I like better. I like the 5-inch better when we're talking about fast follow-up shots. That one's a little better. I felt like the 4 1/4 one was a little jumpy when I was trying to do the follow-up shots. I'll do it again. I'll make sure I have a better grip this time, but I think this one was nicer. Ooh, so then that makes me say, shoot this one tonight. Because when you're shooting in competition, you're going for speed ultimately. Like, you're trying to go fast. So if this one is staying on that 0 even after fast follow-up shots or double taps, then I might as well just go with this one. I don't know, I still might stick to my little reasoning of shooting this for the first part of the match and then shooting another one for the second part of the match. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let me show y'all a close-up of what the gun is shooting like. So I'll just give y'all my hands. I got 5 rounds in here, so y'all look at the way the gun is shooting. I really did try to slow it down, but it gets so good that you really can't. All right, let's go with the 5-inch. I'm gonna go headshots. My goodness. Y'all, I'm kind of stuck. I'm stuck. What do I do? Somebody might say, get both. I mean, I would. I absolutely would. I like them both. We only got 10 more rounds each. So let me this is what I'm gonna do. Just to take in these last 10 rounds each, I'm just gonna shoot 2 shots with one, put it down, shoot 2 with the other to see if I can tell a noticeable difference. Because right now, I'm not really telling a difference. I like the way they both feel. They're shooting exceptionally well. They're super accurate. And I don't know, it's a very tough decision to make. Very tough. Now, if we're gonna go off of looks, I want the all black one. I take the all black one. At the end of the day, you know, when you buy a gun, it's gotta look good. Last 10 of each gun. And then, like I said, I'm gonna just shoot twice, put it down, pick up the other. And let me see if I can tell. Okay, so chamber it. They just feel the same. Y'all, that's all she wrote. That's all we got. 100 rounds, 50 rounds, about 50 rounds through each. And I honestly have to say I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I like them both. Maybe I can just get them both. This is a hard decision to make. However, I'm a big fan of Kimber's 2K11s. I really, really do like them. The triggers are nice. They feel good. It's the first 2011 that I'm able to hold in my hand without it causing me to have all this pain and throbbing in the web of my hand. So that was a go for me. As soon as I picked it up, I felt the way it felt in my hand, and I said, that's number one for me. If it doesn't feel good, Summer's usually not gonna shoot it. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how accurate it is. If it don't feel good, I'm not shooting it. These feel great. These grips, I showed y'all earlier, very, very nice. I really like that. It's enough texturing there for the gun not to slip out your hand, but it's not too aggressive either. And y'all know I do not like aggressive texturing. Like, I don't want to finish shooting and then the imprint is in my hand. That's too much. Like, at this point, just hold on to the gun. Like, squeeze the gun so that it doesn't go out of your hand. I don't think all that aggressive texturing, in my opinion, is necessary, but I do like what they've done here. Oh, I also like the undercut that they have here. Like a little undercut finger groove. That's very nice. It sits your middle finger right there in the same spot every time. Magazine releases on these are superb. I don't think they changed from the Pro. Well, this is the 2K11 Pro Comp. I don't think the magazine has changed from the Pro to the Comp. Very nice. It punches the magazine right out. Same thing with the 5-inch. However, this one does have a little bit of texturing on the mag release. And this one, for some reason, is a little bit stiff. Like, I don't know. But what I did find out in dry firing with this is if I want to get it out, I kind of have to break my grip completely, then it comes out. So when I'm shooting, bop, 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 when I'm getting ready to reload, it's not enough for me to just do this, like break my finger off and push it out. I literally have to break the grip and then it comes out. So I don't know if that might be me but I do feel like the magazine release on the 5-inch is a little bit stiff because as you see, I'm pushing it, but it's not coming out. But you have to literally push it, but it just doesn't feel as soft and punchy as the 4 1/4. Other than that, these guns are amazing. They're so nice. Y'all let me know down in the comment section which one I should get. Y'all let me know. I'm leaning towards the 4 1/4, but I still like the 5-inch. The 5-inch has like a bit of a better quality shoot than the 4 1/4. But the 4 1/4, I can hold it well. It doesn't feel like it's too heavy. The 5-inch does feel, no, it's light. I can't even say that. It's light. I don't even know the weights on them. I forgot to look that part up, but I like them. There it is, y'all. Y'all asked for it. I try my best to get my hands on these guns before I buy them. That way I can get a taste for what they are like. Kimber 2K11 Pros and the comps and the 2K11 comps, they are a go for me. Hopefully y'all can find something in this video that you liked, or maybe you have one. Share it down in the comment section below if you do have one. And the question of the day is 4 1/4 or 5-inch? Which one? which one should I go with? Which one would you go with? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, y'all. We are on our way to 50,000 subscribers. I think we are about less than 200 subscribers away from getting to 50,000. And it's all thanks to you guys for showing up, supporting Summer's shoots. And make sure y'all watch out for the next video, because I'm gonna take this one and compare it to this one, that SIG P211. Ooh! Stay tuned. Until next time, stay on, stay safe, and stay vigilant. Peace.